Hi, everybody. Welcome to Skincare Session Live. I'm so excited. So some of you might have samples that you get to go through with me, and some of you are tuning in just to see what all this is about. And either of those is A-okay. So first of all, my name is Hannah, in case you couldn't see by the screen, but here is how this is going to work. What are you going to need? If you have samples, you're going to need those. And if you do, you're also going to need like a wet wash rag and probably a mirror. But regardless of if you have samples, what you're going to need is you're going to need a pen and paper, or a pencil and paper, something to write on, and a positive attitude, and ready for some fun. And so I want you guys to comment. It's much more fun when I don't feel like I'm talking to myself the entire time. Okay. So we're going to have fun. And what I want you to do is you're going to make a tic-tac-toe board on your paper, and you're going to just write down the products that you're like, oh, that's interesting. I want to ask my consultant more about that. Or, ooh, I needed that in my bathroom like yesterday, right? And so the goal is to fill out your whole tic-tac-toe board. You're going to send a picture to your consultant so that they know what you want more information on. And it doesn't mean that you're like committed to buying it today. It's just so that they know to add that to your wish list, or they know to ask you more questions, all right? And everybody that sends their filled out tic-tac-toe board to their consultant tonight is going to get entered for a prize from me. So you want to do your tic-tac-toe board, all right? And so I'm super, super excited. So the goal of tonight is that you are going to learn about some really simple skincare routines that are going to give you happy, healthy skin, you guys. When I first tried Mary Kay, I didn't wear makeup. I didn't wash my face. It was difficult for me because I had really, really sensitive skin, and it was just easier to not put anything on it. Mary Kay is the only thing I have been able to use. I have exclusively used Mary Kay for almost 6 years now. It is the only thing that goes on my face, skincare or makeup wise. And so I'm excited to share some of these products with you that I fell in love with and what they do, and the type of routine that helps promote healthy skin. Whether you're using our products or you choose to look elsewhere, my goal is that you gain tips that are going to help you with your skincare needs. All right. And we're going to feel super pampered. It's going to be fun. We're going to giggle. I'm sure y'all will laugh at me at some point. As long as you're laughing with me and not at me, it's okay. Words are hard sometimes. Just a heads up, you guys, I am autistic. So sometimes words get like jumbled around in my brain and I forget them. I might repeat the same word a couple of times. I do have a couple of stems that I do occasionally, and I don't realize I'm doing it. So thank you guys for bearing with me. I appreciate you. If anything else, it'll teach you, if I can do this, anybody can do this. All right. So if you are seeing me and you're like, well, this isn't my consultant, I'm probably their mentor. All right. And so I have chosen leadership with this company. I love the people that I get to lead and teach. And it means that I just get to work with even more people. All right. I was not a people person when I came into Mary Kay, especially women. I thought they were all catty and self-serving and only talked to me when they needed or wanted something. I had never had like genuine girl relationships until I came into Mary Kay. Because if we don't like each other, we just don't work with each other. And if you're mean, you don't last very long in Mary Kay. Okay. So we do like each other here. So I'm going to get talking about some of these great products. And at the end of this, I'm going to tell you the different ways that you can support your consultant. There are 6 different ways. So even if you watch this and you're like, girl, I have no money in my bank account right now, that is okay. There are other ways you can support your consultant, but I still want you to watch this and have some fun, learn more about your skin, opportunities that we have coming up. And so without further ado, we're going to jump in here. And so your consultant probably, if you have samples, sent you something that looks like one of these. It'll either say Mary Kay Timewise Miracle Set 3D, or it'll say Timewise Repair Voluform. Most of you probably got the Miracle Set 3D. So this is mostly what I'm talking about. The difference in these is that the Voluform is like the elevated version. It's got fancier ingredients in it. It also has a bonus product in it. This is for people that are like, I need to turn back the hands of time. Like I need to age in reverse. Or it's for people that have really, really dry, sensitive skin, like it cracks and bleeds. Or it's people that are like, I just want all of the top tier best ingredients. That's this one. Okay. But our Timewise 3D is the one that people are most familiar with. This is our top selling one. This is what most people start with. This is what I started with when I started using Mary Kay 6 years ago. And so you're going to pull it out. It's going to have 4 little packets like this. And you are going to, now let me also preface this, you guys. Do not use the entirety of any of these. A little bit goes a really long way with all of our products. They're very concentrated. Y'all, literally like a pea-sized amount. Okay, pea-sized amount. So we're going to start, you're going to get your face wet because we're going to wash our face. You're going to get your face wet and you're going to open this big fat one on the edge right here that says Age Minimize 3D 4-in-1 Cleanser. If you have Volufarm, it'll say cleanser on it somewhere. So cleanser. We're going to open it. We're going to take a pea-sized amount. And what we're going to do when we wash our face, we're going to rub this all over our face, but we're going to go up and out in a circular motion. So we always go up our face, and you want to do your neck too. Everything you do to your face, you do to your neck. We want to have really youthful looking faces, and we want our neck to match. We don't want our neck to give us away. Okay. So we're going to go up and in circles. Does anybody know why we go up when we wash our face? I'll let you guys comment and guess. Remember, comments get you entries as well. I want you guys to do comment and interact with me because I do prize giveaways from comments as well. So why do we go up when we wash our face? But with this, we're going to go up with our face. It's an anti-aging face wash. It's Timewise 3D 4-in-1 cleanser because it does four things. It cleanses. I would hope it's a cleanser, right? It exfoliates, so little beads that you feel dissolve into your skin to get a deeper clean. If you're using the Volufarm cleanser, it foams to get a deeper clean. All right, so it's going to tone to get some of that bad bacteria and stuff out of your skin, and it's going to brighten your skin. So it's an illusion, right? It gives us the illusion that we're well rested, happy, and awake, even if we don't necessarily feel that way. So it cleanses, it exfoliates, it tones, it brightens, it has anti-aging in it, right? And so the Timewise 3D is more of a like, yeah, I don't want wrinkles, or I have a few, so I'd like to be proactive about it. The Volufarm is like, we're turning back the hands of time. Thank you. So cleanser. We're going to go ahead and rinse our cleanser off. Did you guys guess why we go up with our cleanser? It's because gravity pulls everything down. It doesn't need any help, so we're going to go up to help fight gravity. All right, so that was our cleanser. We're going to rinse it off. Now, we're going to talk about some supplements. This is not an everyday thing. The ones that we're doing anyways today are not an everyday thing. It's like a once or twice a week as you want to or need to kind of thing. But while I have you guys as a captive audience, we're going to go ahead and do your sample. All right, and so there are a few different ones. So even if you don't have one or you don't have one I talk about, you're going to learn about some of the options. And we're going to start with the ones that we're going to leave on the longest. So you might have gotten one that looks like this. This is our Clear Proof Charcoal Mask. We're not going to rip your face off, okay? So don't worry, we're not tearing your face off. It's a wash-off mask. So once your face is patted dry, you're going to put this on your face. You can do just your nose. You could do your chin. You could do your whole face. I tend to do my chin a lot. I have PCOS, which is a hormonal imbalance. So I get crazy acne sometimes, so my hormones get extra out of whack. And so if it's along your chin, typically that is hormonal acne, if you did not already know that. All right. And so I'll do it along my chin. Sometimes I'll do it like on my nose, or you can do your whole face. This is really neat. It smells really good too. So it has honey. I can't think of the word now. It like grows in your yard. Some of you live in the city and you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But those of you that live in the country know. I'm so mad. I can't think of the name now, but it's like a plant that grows in our yard. Honeysuckle has honeysuckle. I was trying to say honeydew. I was like, that's not it. Honeysuckle extract in it. And it has peppermint extract. So that's why it like smells really good and it'll feel kind of tingly and cooling is because it's got peppermint in it. And it has bentonite clay, which is often used to treat rosacea. Now I'm not saying this mask is treating rosacea. It can help reduce some of your redness though. And so that's really neat. And so this is going to help with acne. It's going to help with excess oil. It's going to help with redness. And so you're going to put this on, leave it on. It's going to dry. We'll come back to what the colors mean here in a little bit. But charcoal mask is the first thing that's going to go on because it's going to sit the longest. So charcoal mask, y'all put that on. Now, the next thing is that maybe you got this little doodad, and this is our Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. Again, we're not ripping your face off. All right. So this is a part of the Volufarm line as well. This is my favorite supplement, you guys. My favorite masking supplement. So this is going to go on all over your face. Avoid your eyes. Don't eat it. Right. And we're going to leave this on as well. And this is going to go on clear. It might feel a little tingly because it's not going to burn. Skincare should never hurt. It should never burn. Tingling is normal. It means that your skincare is doing what it's supposed to, but it should never hurt. Okay. And so what this does is it goes on, it sits. And if you think about, our skin, sometimes like physical exfoliant is not okay for our skin. I'm really, really dry and sensitive. So scrubbing it extra isn't always the greatest, but I can use this. And what it does is it chemically removes my dead skin and promotes new cell growth. Chemically doesn't mean bad, you guys. So some people are like, oh, you said chemical. It's okay. Mary Kay follows European Union standards, which are way higher than the USA standards. The USA has banned 13 ingredients in skincare and color cosmetics. The European Union has banned 1,300. Okay, your face isn't going to fall off when you use Mary Kay. But I'm very green friendly. I have a degree in agriculture. Like, I'm very, very pro tree, pro environment. However, sometimes completely green practices aren't always sustainable. So we think about it. If we have an entirely plant-based product, that is okay, and green products are okay. But sometimes we have to look at the sustainability of that product with using those natural ingredients. And so if it means like deforestation or completely eliminating a particular plant because we're just using that in a product, is it really environmentally friendly, right? And so what Mary Kay did for our things like this are that they found things in nature and they found a way to safely mimic it in a lab, and they made a lab version that is sustainable, healthy for our skin, is promoting things growing, right? Because we're not tearing them all up. And that is what these types of things do. Right? Makes sense? If you have questions, let me know. So chemical does not mean bad. But you're going to put this on for 10 minutes and it's going to get your dead stuff off as well. All right. And then some of you may have gotten something that looks like this, and this is our Microdermabrasion Duo. And so when I was first introduced to Mary Kay, I tried the Miracle Set and the Microdermabrasion and fell in love. I had really oily combination skin when I first tried Mary Kay because I didn't wash it. And my skin's changed over the years, but this is a great product as well. And so this is something that's like super quick. I keep this in my shower, because what I can do is in the shower, I can just add there's one that says Microdermabrasion Refine. I can take just a little bit of that, mix it into my cleanser, use them at the same time, rinse it off. Only once or twice a week. And the way that this works is that if we think about our pore like a coin purse, it goes in and it gets everything out of that coin purse. So if you have issues with blackheads, whiteheads, clogged pores, black, like I said blackheads, but you know what I mean? It's going to clean all of that out. If you have texture issues, it's going to get all the dry, like fluffy stuff off of your face. And then once that's like all rinsed off and you get out of the shower, because I do it in the shower, or else I bathe myself in the sink trying to get it off, there's a pore minimizer that goes with it. And that's a supplement you could use every day. You just don't want to sandpaper your face every day. Okay. So pore minimizer, what it does, our pore is genetic. We cannot make it smaller, but we can make the entrance smaller. And so our pore, we got it all cleaned out with our exfoliant, right? So the pore minimizer closes the entrance, so it's harder for stuff to fall in there. And it's an illusion. It makes them look smaller. So that's what the Microdermabrasion Refine is. And I love it. All right. Now, you may have also gotten the moisture renewing gel mask. And this is really great because you can use it for a lot of different things. And so you can put this on and sleep in it, and it'll help replenish your moisture barrier while you sleep. You can put it on for 10 minutes and then rinse it off if you want. I have clients that use this in their hair. I have clients that use this everywhere. So moisture renewing gel mask. This is going to help replenish your moisture balance field. I just used a lot of words. Your moisture balance in your skin overnight while you sleep, or just for a few minutes at bedtime before you finish the rest of your nighttime routine. So this is also a great, great mask. And so while we're sitting and waiting on some of these to dry, so the charcoal mask and the chemical mask still have a few minutes to go. I just want to tell you a little bit about me and kind of my backstory. So it'll give you a little more insight about what you're supporting when you support your consultant. And your consultant might not be me, but that's okay. There'll still be information that helps you understand what kind of a company you're supporting when you support Mary Kay and your consultant. So like I said, I've used Mary Kay exclusively for about 6 years. I've been with Mary Kay for 5. So I was a very happy customer before I was a consultant. I said I would never, ever do direct sales again. I'd had a really bad experience with the company before. Like I said, I didn't like women. I'm not good at sales, which is really funny because I see that And I'm sure there's somebody else on here that's like, yeah, I suck at sales. I always was like the top person in all of my retail jobs. And by that, I mean, like, when we would have goals every week of like so many people signed up for like a rewards card where they like got points for their purchases, or so many credit card application attempts. And my goals were always like triple everybody else's. And it's not because I was better at being salesy. I'm really bad at that. I don't like feeling like I'm pushing things on people. And I've never been that kind of person, but I am good at connecting with people. And so, I'd have somebody come through and I'd be like, oh my goodness, this is a great colored top. This is going to look great on you. Or I love this style. Or, oh, this is really cute. This is a gift for somebody. And would have actual conversations with people. And then at the end, I'd be like, oh, do you have a rewards card already with us? And because I'd connected with them, they would, be more apt to say yes. And that wasn't like a tactic that I had. I didn't even realize that that was a thing until I came into Mary Kay and they were like, this is how to do good customer service. And I was like, oh, I already do that. I just thought everybody did that. It's just that I'm good at connecting with people because I'm the kind of person that not many people ever connected with me. And that was something I wanted. And I always want to treat people the way that I would want to be treated. And I enjoy being connected with. And so I want to connect with other people, even if it's just for the 3 minutes that I'm checking them out on a register, right? Because I worked full-time retail in college. I worked food industry in high school and college. I was a waitress for many, many years. I was always tipped well because I was kind to my tables. I was nice. I connected with them. All right. And so that was just something that I thought was a basic understanding. But the other people that I worked with, I guess, weren't that way. And I started like listening, and there would be people that they would just like ignore their customer while they were scanning things. And they'd be like, do you want to apply for a credit card? And obviously they're probably going to say no. Right. And so just a genuine connection with people was something that I did value because I didn't get it in my personal life. And so it was something that I wanted to give to people in my work life. And so I told my consultant I would never, ever, ever do this. I don't want to do direct sales. I'm not salesy. I don't have the time. I was a full-time college student, 18 credit hours a semester, with a full-time retail job. I had a part-time job on campus to help pay my tuition. I was in a sorority. That's a whole different topic because I, again, didn't like women. I was in marching band, which was 20 to 3 hours a week of commitment for rehearsals and game time. I went to church and I still had to sleep, study, and see my husband. Oh, did I mention I was studying agriculture? So I had farm hours that I had to be at the farm outside of class hours, right? Busy with a capital B. Did not have time for an extra thing. And so I got invited to a event a few months later. I was recognized as a top hostess. My consultant texted me that day and was like, what are you doing tonight? And I was like, actually, it's midterms. So I don't have anything to do. I have no obligations. I'm going to binge watch Netflix because I don't get to do that. And she was like, great, there's this event tonight. You're going to be recognized. I want you to come. And I was like, my husband is working, and so he has the car and I can't come, sorry. And she was like, no big deal. Your friend Sharon that was at your session with you actually decided to start selling Mary Kay, and she's going to be recognized as a new consultant, and she doesn't want to drive alone, so you can just ride with her. And I was like, wonderful. Because I didn't tell her no, I didn't want to go. I told her that I wasn't doing anything that night, and I didn't have a car, so she found me a car. And so I went to this event and I told my friend Sharon, I was like, I don't want to go. She's going to ask me to sign up. I'm not interested. I have to be around women. I don't like women. And just genuinely didn't want to be at this event. But I valued my consultant because after months of being her customer, she was the only person that checked on me when I was in the hospital because I have chronic health issues. She was the only person that asked how my husband's job search was going because it was really hard for him to find a job when we moved to Eastern Kentucky. She was the only one that asked how going back to school was going because I'd taken a year off because college is expensive, y'all. And like she knew me genuinely as a person. And so I went to this event. I was not excited to be there. And I walked into a room full of women that were authentic. And I'd never been in a room full of authentic women before. They wanted to know who I was. They wanted to know what I was passionate about. They wanted to know what I was doing with my degree, what made me go into that field. They wanted to know, what I loved about my Mary Kay products. And like genuinely cared about what I had to say. Even though I wasn't their customer, like they knew whose I was. They didn't get anything from talking to me, but were genuinely invested in hearing what I had to say. And that was baffling to me. And I went on to watch somebody stand up and speak that I had watched walk in boots and dirty jeans and changed into a dress, and she announced that she was a civil engineer with the state of Kentucky. Tomboy. Checked that box for me. Had battled thyroid cancer. Checked that box for me. And talked about the flexibility of her business with those life circumstances. And so I leaned in a little closer because I saw somebody that I related to and I resonated with. I loved my consultant. We were very different people, right? And so I was seeing this person that I was very, very much like. And then my consultant got recognized for making a whole lot of money, working way less hours than I did. And I was like, okay, you're making like double to triple what I'm making in like half of the time that I'm working my retail business. And you're teaching people to wash their face. And you teach people to wash their face. And then her mentor came up, and she had just gotten back from her trip to Rome, Italy that she had earned from Mary Kay. And she was showing pictures of her private tour of the Sistine Chapel, you guys. Private tour of the Sistine Chapel. I have never traveled in my life. As a kid growing up, I lived in Southern Ohio. I think I'd gone to the zoo in Columbus maybe a handful of times. I think my parents had maybe taken me to Tennessee once or twice, and that's it. That's all I'd really traveled. Travel wasn't something that I necessarily knew I wanted, but it wasn't something that I knew I was missing either. And so I watched her give that presentation, and I was just blown away. And so at the end of the night, between people being kind to me and hearing what everybody had to say and seeing people that looked so different and with such diverse backgrounds, I was like, okay, so I just don't necessarily think I'll be good at this, but I am really close to being homeless because we can't make ends meet. We can't pay our rent with my retail job. And the least I can do is try this and say, I at least tried to sell Mary Kay if we end up homeless. And so I took out a credit card and I ordered my starter kit because I didn't have $100 for groceries, let alone a starter kit. Because when I started 5 years ago, the only option was the $100 starter kit. And I told my husband what I did when I got home because I'm an ask for forgiveness, not permission kind of girl. And he was absolutely not on board in the beginning. He was like, you don't even wear mascara. You don't like women. Like, why would you do this? And I was like, it's fine. If it goes badly, I'll pick up an extra shift and I can pay off my starter kit. It's worth way more than I paid for it. Best case is that I do okay with this and I can make the extra it takes to pay our rent. And so I started out really slow in the beginning. Like, guys, I have a picture of my schedule, my first week that I did Mary Kay, and literally I went and I did a meeting from like 6 to 8 on Mondays. And I always had guests. If you were working with me, you were getting a facial at 6 p.m. on Monday at the Best Western in Moorhead, Kentucky, because that was the only time I had to work my business. And then I would meet with a friend at like 5 or 6 a.m. at Dairy Queen on Thursday so that we could check in and be like, what's your goal for this week? How are you doing with that? What do you still need to do? And just kind of like amp each other up. That was all the time I had. I would hand catalogs out on my way to class. I walked into our ag department office one time and I had like a catalog rolled up in the side of my backpack, and I thought our secretary was going to come over her desk at me. She was like, do you sell Mary Kay? And I was like, yes. And she was like, I need a Mary Kay girl. Everybody that I buy from keeps leaving and I never have their phone number. And I was like, okay. And literally she bought like 8 cleansers. Because she was afraid that I would just run away and never talk to her again. And she still buys cleansers from me 5 years later. And she still buys 8 at a time. And so it just got like woven into what I was already doing. I didn't have time to put another life thing in, but I did have space to fit it into what I was already doing. Even still, I love theater and I'm a part of our community theater group here in Chillicothe. And everyone knows that I sell Mary Kay, and I don't like push it on anybody. I'm not going to make you buy mascara from me, but it's really convenient. People would be like, oh, I really need under eye concealer. Do you have any of that? And I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. I'll bring it to you at rehearsal. Or they'd be like, man, I keep forgetting to take my makeup off. And I'd be like, no problem. Do you want to borrow my face wash before we leave? And they'd be like, oh, this feels great. Like, can I get this from you? And I'd be like, sure. And it just fits into what I'm already doing. I didn't have to take a ton of extra time if I am already in a super busy season of life. If I'm in a season of life that I have extra time and can do extra things with my business, awesome, great. But I've worked this a little, and I've worked this a lot, and I've worked it everywhere in the middle. And your consultant gets that same benefit when you support them. And you get to use a product that is going to work for your face. You get to support your consultant's dreams, whatever that is. You know, some of us are paying for our kids' school opportunities. We're doing renovations on our house. It's fun money for us. You know, it's a lot of different things. Maybe it's paying for a Disney trip. But it really does support your consultant's dreams. You're using a quality product that you can trust. And we're so green friendly, you guys. We've planted over 1 million trees. We've donated millions of dollars to ending domestic violence and funding cancer research for cancers that affect women. It's a phenomenal company. And so everyone's mask should be dry. So if you're in the charcoal mask, what you're going to look like is different than what anyone else is going to look like. So anywhere that you're light gray is where your skin's more normal or dry. And everywhere that you're really dark is where it pulled out excess oil. Okay. Now you also probably have dots on your face. So any little white dots are where it pulled out whiteheads or some type of infection in your skin. Black dots are where it pulled out blackheads. And then you just rinse it off. It is easiest to rinse off with a warm wash rag. So warm, be gentle. Don't like tear your face apart getting this off. It comes off really easily. It comes off easier if your rag is warm. People that have the Revealing Radiance mask, you can rinse yours off with a warm rag. Super simple. Your face is going to feel so soft. And then microdermabrasion people, y'all are done. Gel mask people, you can rinse yours off if you would like. All right. Or you can keep it on and keep listening. It is up to you. So y'all can rinse your face off. Everybody comment and tell me how your face feels right now if you're using a sample. If you are listening in, please comment and tell me something that you've learned so far or a question that you have. Ask me questions. Sometimes it doesn't show me comments right away, so I'm not ignoring you if I don't answer your question. I might have to go back and look at the recording and see the comments to answer. Okay, so I promise I'm not avoiding you. Comments are just weird sometimes. All right, so we're rinsing our faces, and then we're almost done, you guys. Longest part is the supplements, and those are optional. We only do those once or twice a week. You don't do those every time. So daily skincare, super duper quick. I just spilled coffee all over myself. It's probably fine. All right. All right, so as we're getting our masks wiped off, what we're going to do next, we're going to go a little bit out of order, okay? So in our packs, on the end opposite of where our cleanser was, is going to be an eye cream. And so what you're going to do is you're going to open this, just a tiny little amount. You're going to put it on your ring finger. And what I like to do is I pat my ring fingers together, and we're going to pat this from our inner corner up to our brow bone, and we're just going to pat it in. We're not going to rub. We're going to pat. If you rub, it stretches your skin. It causes more wrinkles, and it loosens that skin. Counterproductive. So this is going to help with fine lines, wrinkles, dark circles, puffiness, all of the things. I call it my zombie be gone cream. And even if you don't have a sample, you guys, you can feel this skin right here feels a lot different than this skin, right? The skin's a lot more delicate. It's thinner. The skin's about as thin as a rose petal. Fun fact. So it needs its own special moisturizer because it is thinner. And so that's what our eye cream is for. It's going to help keep that the right balance of hydrated. It's going to help with those fine lines around our eyes. Do you guys know why we show wrinkles around our eyes first? Why our eyes age faster than the rest of our skin? Obviously, yes, because that skin is delicate. But tell me why else you think this is the first place to show signs of aging. Okay, so while you're patting in your eye cream, why do you think our eyes are the first place to show signs of aging? The skin's delicate. We rub it. Yep. So if we're rubbing our eyes a lot, we're stretching that skin. That can show signs of premature aging. Emotions. Yep. Emotions. Touching our eyes. Yes. You guys are awesome. All right. So our eye cream is in, and then you're going to have, if you have a Voluform sample, you have something called lifting serum. You're going to go ahead and put that on up your neck, up your face, and you're going to leave it on. We call this liquid gold. It is spikes for your face. It lifts everything up where you want it to be, or it keeps it where you want it to be. Okay, that's lifting serum. Fantastic. Um, and then we're going to do a moisturizer. And so if it is closer to your bedtime, we're going to use the night cream. And if it is not, if it is the beginning of your day, you're going to use day cream. All right. And so what we're going to do again is our moisturizer goes up our neck and our face. Pea-sized amount again, very little amount, a little bit goes a long way, up our neck and up our face, because still everything we do to our face, we do to our neck when it comes to cleanser and moisturizer and lifting serum. Cleanser, moisturizer, lifting serum, same thing to your face, to your neck. Got it? Got it. All right, so it's going to go up our face. Now, day cream and night cream are two different things because did you know you're supposed to wash your face every day, twice a day? Do you guys wash your face every day, twice a day? Comment and tell me, do you wash your face every day, twice a day? Some of you are going to tell on yourself, and that's okay. I'm not here to yell at you, but do you know why? Do you know why we're supposed to wash our face twice a day? Comment and tell me. We're going to talk about a moisturizer, and then I'll tell you why. Do you know why you're supposed to wash your face every day, twice a day? We're going to talk about night serum first, because it's probably closer to bedtime for most of you. So night cream, we're going to put up our face. This is our bedtime moisturizer. So it doesn't matter what time you go to bed. If it's bedtime, you use your bedtime moisturizer. And this is going to hydrate your skin. So this skincare line, the Timewise Miracle, comes in normal, dry, or combination oily. So regardless of your skin type, it is formulated for your skin. You still need moisturizer even if you're oily. Okay, and I'll get to that in a second. You still need moisturizer even if you're oily. Okay, do you want to guess why you need moisturizer even if you're oily? Or tell me, why do you think oily skin is oily? What do you think makes oily skin oily? All right, and I will answer your twice a day question as well, I promise. So we need night cream. This is going to hydrate our skin during bedtime. Did you know our skin heals while we sleep? And so it's really important that we've cleaned our face off, that our face is nice and clean and ready for healing. Our skin can't heal itself if it's full of a bunch of junk from the day. Because think about it. Everything that touches our skin everything that touches our glasses during the day or our windshield touches our face too. We just can't see it. Ew. So we want to wash all of that off at bedtime and then put a night cream on. Your night cream is going to kind of boost the healing process. It's going to allow your skin to heal faster. So it's going to help with things like acne scarring. It's going to help with redness in our skin. It's going to help with texture issues. It's going to make our skin softer. And so it helps our skin heal while we're sleeping. And it is wonderful. So that's our night cream. And then day cream goes on in the morning, because guess what? We got to wash our face in the morning because our skin heals at bedtime, which means our dead skin falls off. So you're rolling around in dead skin at night. If you drool, there's oil in your hair. If you cohabitate with another human or creature, there's like fur or their slobber or hair or whatever on your pillow. And I don't know about you, but I don't wash my pillowcase every single day. So it all like collects. Gross, right? So we want to wash all of that off of our face in the morning, and we're going to put on our day cream. Our day cream has SPF 30 in it. If you can't use sunscreen, you can get it without the SPF. And we're going to, number one, clean our face off and have a clean face for the day, get all the yucky dead stuff off of our face. And then we're going to keep our skin protected for the day. So we're washing our face, we're doing our day cream, up our neck, up our face. Don't do both of these at the same time. Day and night don't happen at the same time. You don't need them on your face at the same time, okay? If you want to try the one that you're not using on your face, you can put a little bit on the back of your hand so you can feel it. And so this has an SPF 30 in it. It's broad spectrum. So whether you're inside or outside, it's protecting you from unnatural lighting. And so we all know the sun's bad for our skin. So is unnatural lighting, fluorescent lighting, ring lights, all of that affects our skin, can cause aging. The blue light from your cell phone, you guys, your sunscreen is going to protect you from that. And so it's a protection. It's also protection from things absorbing into your face. It's kind of like a force field for your face. So instead of everything like sinking into your face, I don't know about you guys, what the area you live in looks like. But I live in a very rural agrarian area. So we have lots of farms, not hating on farms, degree in agriculture. Okay. But like all the kick up stuff from the animals and the field stuff, all of that, right? That's being absorbed into our skin. There's a lot of manufacturing stuff in my city. So there's a lot of like pollution issues. All of that is absorbing into our face. This day cream is going to help it bounce off instead of absorbing in, because aging is 80% preventable. What? Aging is 80% preventable. Now, to answer the oily question, your skin can be oily because your skin doesn't naturally produce enough oil, so it panics and it makes too much. So you need moisturizer for your skin. You just need moisturizer for oily skin to help balance that hydration level. Fun fact, now you know. Now, do you guys want to tell me what you think causes aging? We found out aging is 80% preventable. What do we think causes aging? All right. And so the day cream, wonderful. Barrier, protector, force field for your face during the day. And that's like all it takes every day to take care of your skin, you guys. It takes me less than 90 seconds for my skincare routine. I can cleanse, eye cream, moisturize, be out the door in 90 seconds or less. Super simple. Day and night. That's it. That is like the simplest. Even if I'm using lifting serum, you guys, it really doesn't add that. It adds like a few seconds. Magic. Super simple. Obviously, this video took a little longer because I'm narrating your skincare routine and I'm teaching you and we're learning fun facts. All right. What do we think causes aging in our skin? Genetics can be some of it, but that's the 20% that's not preventable. Like I said, yeah, the environment, the pollution in the air, smoking, lifestyle, our water intake. If we're not drinking enough water, that can reflect in our skin. What we're eating. Stress causes wrinkles, y'all. If you are old enough to have stress in your life, you need anti-aging because stress causes wrinkles. Oh my gosh. Lifestyle. Yes. So many lifestyle things. Environment. Yes. Stress. Y'all are so good. Okay. Hormones can. Yeah. That's part of the 20% that is not preventable, though. We don't have a whole lot of control over our hormones. All right. And so we're done putting things on our face. So tell me what you guys like the most. Tell me how your skin feels. I am going to close this out. And so here's what I'm going to do. Make sure you fill out your tic-tac-toe board, you guys. Tic-tac-toe board, one product in each spot of products that you really like the feel of, that you want to ask questions about. Maybe you want to buy or put on your wish list. I'm about to show you some other ones. So if you're like, I don't have 9 items written down yet, it's okay. I'm going to show you more. All right. So I'm going to close this out. I'm going to talk about these products, talk about some pricing, no obligation to buy. But for those of you that are interested, this is for you. And then I'm going to tell you the 6 ways you can support your consultant. All right. And so let me zoom us in here and share my screen with you. Share screen. Yay. Okay. So here is our closing sheet. I'll have your consultant send this to you as well if you need to look at the picture and zoom in. And so here is how this is going to work. The number one thing that we showed, the number one box is the Voluform set. So that's what I said is the elevated skincare line. It's got the elevated anti-aging. It's got that lifting serum in it. This is going to be a foaming cleanser, the lifting serum, a fancy eye cream, and then day and night creams. The night cream has encapsulated retinol in it. The day cream has SPF 30 in it. So this retails for $215. You save $41 by buying it in the box. We call it Botox in a box without the needles because it comes in a box. This line is going to last you about 3 months-ish. And then you have the option that you can buy items as you run out of them, or you can buy the box again to save this $41 and have the other items before you run out. I love how long this lasts. So when I first tried Mary Kay, I was like, this is expensive. But my consultant was like, the cleanser is $28, but if it's lasting you 3 months, it's, I can't do math in my head. It's like $8 or $9 a month for cleanser. And I was like, oh, well, that's about what I would pay at a drugstore anyways, and it wasn't working for my face. So, and you're supporting your consultant. So the Voluform is the elevated anti-aging line. And the number 2 box here is the Timewise 3D Miracle set, which is the one that I talked about the most. And this is the mild to moderate anti-aging. It's the general one that most people love. Comes in 2 formulas, a normal dry combination oily. This includes your cleanser. It includes your day and night creams, and it includes your eye cream. All right. This is $120. This lasts me 3 or 4 months typically. If you use it heavy-handed, you might go through it closer to 3 months in the beginning until you get used to how little it takes for this product. I had somebody once that was like, oh, you said a little bit, but it looked like not enough, so I used more. And then I was able to wash my whole body because I had too much, and I didn't know what to do with it. So that's the Miracle set. Nah, box 3 here is this Naturally set. And so this is a line I didn't talk about. I am going to talk about a few of our skincare lines. So maybe there's somebody else in your life that it makes you think of. You've got a teen or a mom or somebody. And so this is our naturally derived skincare line. All natural is not regulated by anybody. Anybody can put an all natural label on anything, but naturally derived is regulated. So this line currently is 99.5% naturally derived ingredients. So that means it is all like coming from the dirt. It has the EcoCert seal of approval, and these two have the Good Housekeeping seal of approval, which is a really big thing, the Volufarm and the Miracle set. The Naturally set has the EcoCert seal of approval. It's the highest standard of naturally derived regulation that you can get. It's a big deal. This has a purifying cleanser. It's got an exfoliating powder that you can mix with your cleanser, or you can mix it with the nourishing oil that's in this line. I love the nourishing oil. I mix it into my exfoliating powder. I use it on the ends of my hair. I use it on my nails. It also has a moisturizing stick. So this is a really simplistic, like naturally derived line. It doesn't have any anti-aging or anything like that. This lasts me several months as well. I use the exfoliating powder as dry shampoo. Fun fact. Box 4 is our Botanical Effect set. This is really good for preteens and teens that are learning skin hygiene and how to take care of their face. So this is going to have a cleansing gel. It's got a refreshing toner in it. And it has a moisturizing gel in it. And so it is good for the neutral skin types, as well as some of them that might be a little more oily prone, because it's a cleansing gel and a moisturizing gel. It's not going to make their skin super crazy oily or anything like that. And it smells good, so it entices them because the main ingredient is dragon fruit. So they're like, "Ooh, this smells good. I want to put this on my face," right? This also should last 3 to 4 months. Again, if your teen doesn't know how to do a little bit goes a long way, they might go through it a little faster, because a lot of other products, brands that we may be used to, you use like a lot of it, right? Very concentrated products with Mary Kay. Number 5 is our Clear Proof Acne set. So this is for people that are extremely oily, extremely acne prone, like dripping oil, acne everywhere. Okay, if you are not both of those things, it's going to make your face dry and angry. Okay, so if you're dry and you have acne, or you're kind of oily but don't have a like face full of acne, talk to your consultant about adding 1 or 2 acne products to a line. I would not use the acne line unless you are extremely oily, extremely acne prone. So this is going to have a clarifying cleansing gel. It has a blemish control toner. So it's a toner specifically for acne prone skin. It has an acne treatment gel, which the treatment gel you can get individually. And it's a spot treatment for your acne, and you can add that to any skincare line. And then there is an oil-free moisturizer as well. So this is our acne option, is box 5. Box 6 is that facial peel that we talked about that is my favorite. It's the all of the fancy words, Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. It's what chemically removes your dead skin, helps regenerate cell growth. This lasts me so long, you guys, because you only use it once or twice a week. I would say this lasts me at least 4 months. But I also use it on places like my feet, like my heels that get dry and cracked, and I need to get that dead skin off. Number 7 is the Microderm set that we talked about. That was the super exfoliant with the Pore Minimizer. That's number 7. Again, this lasts me a long time, several months, because you only use it once or twice a week. I do go through the Pore Minimizer a little faster when I'm using that more often, because you can use the Pore Minimizer daily. You just don't want to do the sandpaper for your face every day. 8 is a masking set. So this is that charcoal mask that we talked about with the gel mask. So if you're pulling all of the like gross stuff out of your face with the charcoal mask, you could then sleep in your gel mask to replenish your hydration level. And there's a mask applicator that's a silicone one in here. So it's easier application. You use less product and it's less messy. 9 is the I Love This set. So these are hydrogel eye patches. They're like eye petals for your face. I call these magic erasers for your eyeballs. So you use these once or twice a week. And it like boosts your eye cream. So I love these when like the weather's weird and my sinuses are acting up. So my eyes are extra like dark and puffy. Or if I had been sick the night before and my eyes are like crazy dark, things like that. Love these eye patches. There are 30 pairs in this jar, as well as a soothing eye gel in this set. And so soothing eye gel is really great for just puffy eyes. I put mine in the refrigerator because then it's extra cooling, but it just helps with the puffiness under your eyes. So that's the I love this set. Set 10 is our Skin Vigorate Sonic Brush. You guys, this is my favorite thing in our whole catalog. This is my favorite tool that Mary Kay has. It's a face brush that you use with your face wash. It gets your face 4 times cleaner. It's a very gentle extra exfoliation. It's got different speeds. It's amazing. It's so simple. It's waterproof, so it can live in your shower. It doesn't take batteries. It has a charger that you can use that comes with the brush. And there is a massage head that you can get with it that helps your moisturizer sink in better. It also helps with like the lymphatic things within our face. It's like super sciencey, but it feels like a massage for your face. That's all you need to know. Feels amazing. My favorite thing. And so the brush, it comes with the charger. It would have the massage head with it, is $100 for this duo. And then box 11 is a flawless face set. So this is our blending brush for foundation, a foundation of your choice, and a foundation primer. 12 is the essentials set. And so this is an eye makeup remover. Did you know you should use an eye makeup remover for your eyeballs and not just scrub it off with your cleanser? Ask your consultant why. Our eye makeup remover is amazing. An eyeliner, a mascara, and then a lip gloss of your choice would be the essential set. So the basics for just out the door. And then a Satin Supreme is our satin hands set. Mary Kay is like known for satin hands. And so it has a hand softener, a hand scrub, and a hand cream in there, as well as our satin lip duo. So this is a scrub that gets all the dead stuff off of your lips, and then a balm to hydrate your healthy skin once your lips have been exfoliated. And then our deals for today are select 2 sets and receive 1 additional one for 25% off. And so some of these are going to tell you like the Naturally and the Miracle already count as 2. And so if you pick the Miracle or the Naturally, you get to pick an additional one 25% off any of these. All right. And then if you do, that's the Princess. If you pick like the I Love set and the the Skin Vigorate also counts as 2. So you could pick the Skin Vigorate and get an additional one 25% off. Or you could pick like the I Love this set and the masking set together. That would be 2 sets, and you would receive a third one 25% off. So some of these larger ones count as multiple together, right? Does that make sense? Let me know if you have questions about that. The Queen option is you can pick 4 and receive 1 additional for 25% off and a free travel roll-up bag. This is our travel roll-up bag. It's amazing. So these bags right here are see-through bags. The zipper is at the top. They Velcro off. So these are them individually Velcroed off. When it's rolled up, it's got this cute little handle, or it's got this hook that you can hang it from a door, or like a hook or a hanger or whatever you want. Seriously, the best. It keeps everything off of your counter, so it's not all just like falling over. It keeps it all in one place and contained. And so like the Voluform set that we've been talking about, this counts as 4 by itself. So you could pick this and then get any of these additional 25% off and a free roll-up bag. Or you could pick like 6, 7, 8, and 9. That would be 4. And then an additional one at 25% off and that free roll-up bag. And then the Cadillac is you pick 5 sets, you get 2 additional sets at 25% off and the free roll-up bag. All right. And so your consultant can send you this sheet. Make sure you fill out your tic-tac-toe board to send to your consultant. And so I told you guys that I'll leave this up so you can keep looking at it while I am talking. I told you guys there are 6 ways to support your consultant. And so I'll go through those. Number 1, and you're going to write down, I'll have a Google form you guys can fill out. The first option is that you can pray for your consultant. Power of prayer is a huge thing, good vibes, prayer, whatever you do, you can do that for your consultant and the success of their business. That is so, so important. We wouldn't be anywhere without people supporting us. All right. Number 1 is prayer. Number 2 is you can practice with your consultant. And so your consultant's working on learning some new types of appointments, virtually or in person, depending on what you're both comfortable with or if you're local to each other. And so number 2 is you can practice. You can let them practice on your face or practice a consultation. And so that's number 2, practice. Number 3 is you can party with your consultant. Now, I'm not telling you to like clean your house and have a charcuterie board or anything like that. That's not required. Y'all can meet at a coffee shop. Y'all can do it virtually. You can do it on Zoom. You can do it on Facebook. You have lots of options. But that is just gathering some friends and allowing your consultant to practice with you and some friends. Your consultant has a goal to finish a face race that they're in this month, and that would help them hit it faster if you brought some friends. I bet your consultant would give you some deals or freebies for doing that option. All right. So number 3 is party. That's just practicing with you, your consultant, and some friends. Number 4 is that your consultant is working on earning some pearls from me right now. And the way that they are doing that is by having some people hear more about Mary Kay. And you don't have to be interested in selling Mary Kay. I know most of you aren't, and that's okay. It just gives them a safe space to hear people ask questions and hear how I answer them. So if somebody asks them a question, they're more likely to know the answer because they've heard you ask it already. Otherwise, they are trained that their answer is, that's a great question. Let me ask my mentor. I have a background in education. We give correct information here. We don't give baloney answers. And so you help your consultant be more knowledgeable as well as earn some pearls from me for practicing. So that's number, what did I say? 4 is pearls. Number 5 is you can partner with your consultant. Partner with your consultant. So if you were watching this and you're like, this is super simple, this seems fun, I want to dip my toe in the water and see what happens. I love the flexibility I heard Hannah talk about, and you can make a 50% commission on what you sell. That sounds amazing. I want a 50% discount on my products, right? You can partner with your consultant and see what the opportunity has to offer for you. And then number 6 is a pick me list. And so what that is maybe you've got people that would love some pampering. Maybe you're not ready to, do a party. But that means that you write a list for your consultant of people that would be like, pick me for some extra pampering. And you're going to refer your friends. The biggest compliment you ever give your consultant is referring your friends, because that tells your consultant you trust them, that you love your consultant, and that you want them to work with people that you value as well. People that could use some pampering in their life. Somebody who is busy, always on the go, never takes time for themselves. Somebody who's overworked and underappreciated. Somebody that you just really, really value in your life, that's been a guiding light in your life. So those are the 6 ways. There will be a Google form that you can fill out that tells us how you want to help your consultant. I'll be doing giveaways from the Google forms that we get filled out, and super, super excited. I hope you guys' faces feel amazing, and we will see you soon.